Have you been walking blind spiritually in, say, maybe the last year and a half? Well, it's about to make sense. You're not going to be blind anymore. Ooh, basically like the whole month of November, okay? We have these transits that are happening and we're at the end of some really serious stuff. So it's like we're at the end of something and then something new begins and we have this big clarity that happens. And that happens kind of over and over and over and over and over again this month. So one, be prepared. Two, some things to track back so that you can check for you what's been happening and what's been going on. Okay, personal stuff. Pisces in your chart. Where is it? What house is it in? Okay, how does it affect you? Do you have any placements in Pisces? Yeah, any planets there? What's going on with your Pisces stuff? And what have you been working in your Pisces placements that you have just been doing because you feel like you need to do it, but you haven't really understood exactly why you've been doing it? Maybe, possibly, yet. This is also applicable to where Pluto and Capricorn would be with you and kind of like what's been going on with that. Okay, so that Pisces stuff combined with Pluto and Capricorn because Saturn is going to rule over Capricorn. True. Now check out Scorpio. Check out what's going on with your power placements, your Scorpio placements. And last but definitely not least, just the order that I happen to pronounce these in, check out your Mars and your Aries, okay? Those are going to be like the important ones to look at for this. Check out your Mars and your Aries. Right now, we still have the North Node in Mars. I was walking to get stuff from the store the other day, and I literally saw the North Node. I looked up in the sky. It was a great day. I had my music on. I was walking. I was doing my thing. And I looked up in the sky. I looked up high in the cloud. It was a North Node. And I was like, wait a minute. Interesting. And then I kept walking. I'm minding my business. And then I said, wait a minute. That was the North Node. And so I looked back up. And there it was. That was the North Node. And then I was doing my podcast for this week and it clicked. It all made sense. Okay, so the North Node right now is in Aries. Mars is about to move into Leo, and the North Node has to do with our spiritual purpose. A lot of people in spiritual spaces actually are walking in that North Node energy. Don't know why they're practicing what they're practicing. Go to magic to figure out what their purpose is. Start practicing because they want to know what their purpose is and kind of figure that out and then start living their life in it, which I think is an awesome thing, to be honest with you. But it also requires that you get uncomfortable and you do new things. And it's kind of confusing sometimes because you don't always have the clarity or the light on it. It's just like this thing that's high up in the sky and you feel kind of like a crazy person sometimes because I know I need to do it, but I don't have the words to tell you why I feel like I need to do it. I just feel like I need to do it. So people call you crazy, okay? Walk in your path regardless. Anyways, with Mars moving into Leo, we're going to have a direct reflection between Mars and Scorpio, the sun, because Mars is going to be in Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun, okay? And then the sun is in Scorpio and Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So they are reflecting each other. So that reflection, the bright light Leo, is going to be ruling our North Node for a moment. We're going to have a retrograde later on, but more on that another time. Big revealings this week. Big revealings. Big revealings. And I say check out where the Pisces stuff is. The reason I started with that is because that Saturn is like what we cannot avoid. And Saturn right now is one of the indirect rulers of Scorpio. So it's technically an indirect ruler of what is going to be happening when Mars is in Leo with the North Node. It's this transit basically allows everything that you have been working on within that Saturn, spiritual practice, sort of new disciplines, transitions, seats of power also within spirituality, because that's a part of Saturn, possibly any harsh lessons with Saturn too, that started in March of 2023 when Saturn entered Pisces. When all of that started, there's a lot. Pisces is the veil. It's blinding. We're not supposed to see everything all the time. We can only see just a little tiny bit. And that's it. That's really it. That's it, just a little tiny bit. Which honestly, I'm thankful for that, because if we could see everything all the time, do you know how overwhelming that would be? Oh, no, thank you. Keep me blind if I need to be blind. Okay, anyways, moving on. All the stuff you've been doing with the Saturn and Pisces, that is about to make sense. And it's also about to be given the opportunity to have its purpose revealed. Why have you been doing it? Why have you chosen this field? Okay, it could be a field where you've planted your seeds. It could be literally like a career field, a field of what you've been working in. Why have you chosen this field? Why have you chosen this area? Why have you chosen to work the way that you have been working? Have you been lurking on anything? Have you been just like stuck on something that you can't get your mind off of? Because that's also Aries. Aries rules the head. Okay, so this is clarity here. Clarity here. We have the sun and all this Saturn orientation, all the order. There's like details. Details are just going to be shoved into your face. This is why, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why. Also, if at any point you have looked up at the sky and been like, why is this happening in the previous, what would that be, year and a half since Saturn entered Pisces? Yeah. The reason that you've been, why is this happening, is about to make sense. Good, bad, I discern for yourself, but that is about to be a thing. So we're not done yet. I would love to be done. You know what I want? I want a spiritual vacation. That's what I want. I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't think that's going to happen. At least not anytime soon. That's what I want though. And what do I mean by a spiritual vacation? Like, even for me, as someone who's Saturn Scorpio ruled, when I go on trips, I'm still in the work. Okay. This is every day for me. I don't get a break from it. It doesn't stop. And also too, I'm grateful that it doesn't stop, because I do love my life and I love what I do. I love my gifts. I love everything that I'm like about. Sometimes it sucks. Still, it's a part of the process. Okay. And I love the rewards of sometimes the work that needs to be done that isn't fun. But at the same time, you ever just want to be on the beach with a margarita? No cares in the world. I don't really know what that feels like, to be honest. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Gratitude, Rabbits, I love to you. Keep it up. Keep doing what you need to do. We're almost done with like so much of the serious stuff. So much of it. I don't know what the equivalent of being on a beach, having a margarita. I don't know what the like spiritual equivalent of that is. Maybe like some hot springs. That sounds good. I don't know. Let me dream off camera, and I'll talk to you soon. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh.